you ready?
No.
Alright, sit close.
No, he's ready. You're laughing. You're going to make me laugh.
No, he's leaving. Move in.
No.
Yes, move in. Move your chair in.
That's my grandfather. His name is Alex Walter Flinch, and he's 88 years young. He's agreed to tell me the story of his old girlfriend, Fumiko, whom he fell in love with while serving in Korea, and eventually had tattooed on his arm.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you got to stick it in your mouth. I enlisted in the Army. They sent me to Korea after every 6 months. You were entitled to 7 days leave in Japan or to Hong Kong.
He served 18 months in Korea and spent both of his R&Rs in Japan.
Well, everything was modern and new. I've never been in a large city like Tokyo and all that. It was really a beautiful place.
He met Fumiko on his second R&R. She was an interpreter for the military.
I don't know, somewhere along the line, I met Fumiko, and she said, let me have your money and I'll take care of all the things, which I did. I gave her all my money, and then she took me to all the Japanese restaurants. We went sightseeing. And
This was about the time I started asking questions that I hadn't prepared for.
And she said, next time you come, we'll go over here. And I said, okay. But I knew I wasn't going to come back because my time was up.
Here's what I learned. My grandfather knew Fumiko for 7 days. They had no official label, and most importantly, he never had her name tattooed on his arm.
No. And I had an eagle on my arm, and I had a banner, and I had Irene in it.
Irene, I've learned, was my grandfather's girlfriend in high school.
When I was shipping out to Korea, I was in Seattle. I met this guy, and we were partners for the night, friends. We got a bottle of whiskey. We found a place of tattoos. We both got a tattoo. And then eventually she sent me the Dear John letter after that, and I was stuck with this tattoo with her name on it. And then I married Judy, and then that didn't look too good, so I had it removed.
At this point, I was unbelievably curious. Did my grandfather love Fumiko?
I don't know if it's really love, just I'd like being with her, and it was really an experience.
My grandfather met my grandmother Judy after his time in Korea.
Oh, well, I was home about a week or two. Audrey, who worked with Judy at the bank, arranged to have me and my friend Don meet them at Third Ward Park in Passaic, and we were going to have lunch over there. Now, I didn't know that they expected us to take them out to lunch. I thought that they were going to provide lunch, which they didn't do. So Don and I, we ate most of their lunch. We got to talking to Judy and everything, and I liked her. I thought she was cute. I guess she didn't think much of me because it took a long time for me to get a date with her.
He knew he was in love with her as they were sitting in his car one night.
I guess it was after a date. We were sitting in the car, and I just mentioned something. I said, it would be nice if we got together a little more. She said, you were talking about marriage? I said, yes. And I said, yeah, would you marry me? And she said, oh, yes.
And they were happily married for over 30 years. I never knew my grandma Judy. She passed away before I got to. So I guess when I had to think about a great love story for my grandfather, I thought of the one with lost love, passion, and the wild years of my grandfather's 20s at its heart. But I got so much more. It's still a love story. It's just not the one I thought.
What do you remember as like the big, important, best things?
Probably Judy.
Really?
Yeah. What else could it be?
It's better.